Okay, this is the second part of the video, learning about women's head covering and hair length. So, if you have not seen the first part of this video, I would urge you to go and check on my channel, whereas I'm just trying to teach you what context looks like and how to read Bible in context. Therefore, welcome guys to my channel. If you're new here, please do subscribe and share with your fellow beings. And don't forget to leave your feedback in comment section. But why is here an issue in this passage? However, Apostle Paul is addressing an issue regarding to the Corinthian culture, where was being allowed to upset the church. So, for a woman to shave her head, it is disrespectful, whereas in Jewish thinking or society, it is a sign of sadness. So, her hair was her glory. We see in 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 15. So, but when we look into Jewish or Corinthian culture, we see a woman normally wears head covering as a sign or symbol of submission to their husband. Okay, Apostle Paul affirms the righteousness of following that culture command. To issue with the head covering on a woman would send entirely wrong signal to culture at large. So, in fact, Paul says if a woman, Christian woman, refuses her head covering, she might as well shave her hair off too. So, a woman who refused to wear her head covering in that culture was basically saying, I refuse to submit to God's order. So, therefore, the Apostle Paul was trying to teach to the Corinthians that hair length or wearing of a covering by the woman was an outward indication of a heart attitude submission or submission to God and to his established authority. God's order is that the husband is the head of the wife, as God is the head of the Christ, but there is no inequality or inferiority implied. God and Christ are equal and united, just as husband and wife are one. So, this is not a passage that teaches the woman is inferior to men or she should submit to every man. It is teaching God's order and spiritual headship in the marriage relationship. In the Corinthian culture, a woman who covered her head during worship or when she was in public displayed her submission to authority. Okay, in today's culture, we no longer view a woman's wearing head covering as a sign of submission. In most modern societies, scarves and hats are fashion accessories. A woman has the choice to wear head covering if she views it as a sign of her submission to the authority of her husband. However, it is a personal choice and not to something that should be used as to judge spirituality. Okay, the real issue here is the heart attitude of obedience to God's authority and submission to his established order as to the Lord. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22. God is far more concerned with an attitude of submission than an outward of submission via a head covering. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9 to 10. And I hope you guys like this video. Please do subscribe and share with your fellow being. And thank you for watching, and many more episodes are coming up.